Hello everybody! In this video, I want to talk to you about the main agents of the Alliance in the Skibidi Toilet Multiverse. And I think you that have already realized that we are going to talk about our unsurpassed hottie girls. Today I will tell you about all their abilities and weapons and technologies that they use, so I will fully analyze them and also compare them with the original series. So get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end because it will be extremely exciting. Let's go! First, let's start with Drill Woman, as she is only present in this multiverse. She appeared in episode 16 for the first time ever, when she saved POV from imminent death from an extremely scary Skibidi toilet by throwing a car into that thing with her tentacle drills. In addition to grabbing heavy things, she can also use these dangling thingies to move, which reminds me of Dr. Octopus from the Spider-Man movie. In addition to that, these tentacles have a mechanism that allows its owner to also shoot drills, leading to neutralizing opponents at the long distance, which is exactly what made it possible to deal with the terrible Skibidi toilet at that episode. On her right hand, there is a weapon with a collimator sight that shoots explosive nails. But in addition to that, it is also a melee weapon, similar to what the assassin Drillman has. On the other hand, you can see a drill, a hook-like grapnel and a mechanism firing it. With the help of this gadget, combined with her tentacles with drills, she has truly impressive mobility in places with a large concentration of buildings. One of such chases we could already observe in the 20th episode, when she tried to take away a detonator from a cunning mutant Skibidi. And most importantly, just look at these beautiful and absolutely stunning straps over her shirt. But I digress. So let's start summing up. I want to say that in my opinion of all the girls presented in this video, she is the most dexterous hottie, as well as using the largest number of different tricks in order to achieve victory in battle. However, at the moment she continues to be held captive by the Skibidi toilets despite the fact that the alpha who captured her was already crushed by Titan Clockman like a cockroach. And at the moment, her fate is actually unknown. But I have no doubt that the agents will still be able to save her. And now I want to move on to the next lady, and this is none other than Clock Woman, who is also present only in this universe, namely in the 7th episode. And as she immediately burst into the series, she got to demonstrate a very cool ability, the point of which is to restore the destroyed Clockman. Although, as we learned later, when her apprentice stuck the POV camera woman's hand in place, this ability works not only for Clockman, but also for other races. In addition to this ability, she also has the ability to accelerate and probably slow down other agents with her touch. It is thanks to this ability that the green cameraman became a real speedster guy. She also has a time gun in her arsenal, which stops time for those who were hit by a projectile from this pistol. And this weapon has tremendous power despite its small size, because it is able to paralyze even titans, such as Titan Cameraman. Besides being an extremely good fighter, she is also a teacher who shares her knowledge with another Clockman about her skills. This student is a nerd Clockman, and back in the 7th episode you could see their teacher-student relationship when the nerd tried to revive the big Clockman but could not do it, and Clockwoman came to his aid. And he lowered his head in front of her as if he was ashamed that he could not do what she taught him. But already in the 28th episode he showed some progress in learning. As I said earlier, I also want to tell you about some funny fact about her that I missed in the 31st episode. When she was in the car, it was clear that she was holding something in her hands. And at the moment when she opened the car doors, for the first time in the entire series, we saw her without a hat, which she was holding in her hands because it did not fit on her head because of its height. It was only when she got out of the car that she put her hat back on. So, I think she can be characterized as a very reliable teammate who will not leave anyone in trouble and always in time to come to the rescue, as well as she is a good and patient teacher who for a long time still managed to teach his skills to one of the Clockmen. And now I want to finally move on to the girls who were present both in the original series and in Dom Studios' Multiverse. And I'll probably start with Camera Woman, who has already been the POV several times in this multiverse. For example, in the 17th episode when she got to one of the Skibidi bases and fought there with Skibidi monsters. And perhaps her most important ability, which she demonstrated in her first appearance in the original series, is her targeted sniper shooting with a rifle that is behind her back, and, if necessary, she takes it out by moving her camera down, destroying the Skibidi with accurate shots. However, in the multiverse it differs from its original version. So in the series from Dom's studio, she is wearing a white shirt, whereas in the original series her shirt is black, and this can be seen in these frames, for instance. In this frame from the 70th episode, it is clear that she has acquired some new devices for herself. New guns appeared on both her arms, the same ones that she had on her back, and a jetpack appeared on her back, with which she can now move through the air. However, in the Clockman's universe, she does not have these improvements, but she is also quite capable of flying, because in this series, jet boosters are built into her legs, which allow her to make quite high jumps and stay in the air for a while, which is exactly what we saw in the same 17th episode. It is also worth mentioning that in this series she has some feelings for Elite Cameraman, and this could be found out from the Christmas episode when she ambushed him in the corner and directly told him about it.
I'm sorry, Elite, but you gave me no choice. You have been ignoring my messages for so long, and that just breaks my heart.
However, apparently her feelings are not very mutual, and well, I think you know perfectly what I actually mean by this. But despite this, she has a fairly good relationship with Clockwoman, and this is evidenced by the reaction of Clockwoman when she flew into a rage in the 28th episode, as camera women almost died back then from the corrupted Skibidi toilet. She also has quite a lot of physical strength. This could be seen in the 17th episode when she took and pushed the head of a rather large Skibidi toilet right into its spinning blades. And I think she is most likely the physically strongest of the entire female squad of Skibidi toilet series. But besides that, she is also the most accurate distanced shooter. Probably because she is the only one with a sniper rifle and a camera with which she can make an aim and target her enemies with it exactly. And in conclusion, I would really want to say that I like that each of the female characters fits well into the events of this series, and they all take an active part in its current events, and each of them has its own unique features and behavior, as well as pretty large and beautiful hat. And also thanks to their very cool gadgets and devices they use in battle, as they are really entertaining to observe. And because of all this, these ladies are generally extremely interesting to watch. Yes, that's why. And not because of what you thought, you naughty kids. Now I suggest you to write in the comments about which of the female characters you like the most and why, because I will be happy to read about it. Well, I will tell you about the most interesting characters in my opinion in the next part of this video. And I'm most interested in them not because I like them, but rather because we all know that I'm not some kind of simp, but a real giga-chad. Well, that's all for today. So be sure to subscribe to my channel so as not to miss many other cool videos. And it was me, ISO Chad. See ya!